Plankton suddenly discovered that Squidward could become extremely flat. He could even squeeze through tiny cracks in a door. Squidward opened the freezer and pulled Plankton out. At that moment, Plankton had already been frozen into a solid block of ice.
How did you squeeze under the door?
It's no big deal. We octopi can squeeze through the smallest of gaps.
This gave Plankton a brilliant idea, but the scorching hot metal plate sent him flying straight back to the chum bucket. The next day, Karen arrived at Squidward's house with a clarinet. It was actually a brain-switching machine invented by Plankton. Karen placed it outside the door and rang the doorbell. Squidward opened the door, picked up the clarinet, and immediately started playing. Several wires wrapped around his head. The minds of the two were quickly exchanged. Plankton threw Squidward into a container. His first phase of the plan had gone perfectly. However, it was obvious that he still wasn't used to walking with 8 legs. After finally making his way to the Krusty Krab, Plankton rushed straight toward Mr. Krabs' office. But the moment he reached the door, Mr. Krabs ordered him to get back to work. Meanwhile, Squidward was trying to save himself. He jumped off the table, bounced onto a fan, and crashed directly into Karen's head. Karen was instantly knocked unconscious. Squidward took the opportunity to escape through the window. At the same time, Plankton was ready to begin his plan. First, he tricked SpongeBob into playing hide and seek. Just as expected, SpongeBob happily agreed, but he was immediately stopped by Mr. Krabs.
Is that a nickel? Anybody?
Plankton created a fake version of himself and secretly entered the office. Poor Squidward was being kicked around like a ball. A passing vehicle carried him all the way to the Krusty Krab. He rolled inside, only to be caught by Mr. Krabs. Squidward desperately tried to explain that he was the real Squidward, but Mr. Krabs refused to believe him. He kicked Squidward away. At that moment, a kid suddenly kicked open the door. The glass shattered, and Squidward finally escaped. Meanwhile, Plankton removed his clothes, imitated Squidward's ability to flatten his body, and squeezed into the safe. However, the inside of the safe was far too small. He tried using his tongue and teeth to steal the secret formula, but his head became stuck inside the bottle. When he tried to escape, he realized he was completely trapped. Just then, Squidward squeezed into the room. He saw his own body hanging underneath the safe. The only thing he could do was help Plankton get himself out.
You mean I could have squeezed into the safe all along?
Yep. I just had to break every bone in your body to get inside.
Squidward tried to leave and find help, but he ended up getting stuck as well. When Mr. Krabs entered the room, he was speechless at the ridiculous scene in front of him. However, Mr. Krabs managed to pull them both out, but then they discovered the truth. The safe was fake, the office was fake, and even the secret formula was fake. Desperate, Plankton blew the clarinet again. The wires appeared once more, and the two brains were finally returned to their original bodies.